Good day. This is a short demo on how to create a simple quiz using Google Forms. Using any browser, go to drive.google.com, log in with your account, once you're there, click New and select Google Forms. You put a check here to require everyone or users to log in. Check here to save the username, including the time. Check here if you want the person to be able to respond once or to use the form once, or if you want to allow the person to change the values or the answers anytime, you remove the check. You check here if you want to shuffle the questions. Let us name the form as sample quiz. You may want to put a description, maybe a subtitle or the name of a unit or topic or subtopic. In this case, let's say this is a demo quiz. Let's start with the first question. Let's say let's make things simple. Let's say what is the sum of 1 and 2? For the help text, this is optional. You might want to put additional text or subtitle that would help the user understand what the question is about. Let's start with the first option, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Of course, the correct answer is 3. Now, if this is a required question, meaning the user has to answer this question before he or she can proceed to the next one, you have to put a check here. Once you are finished, you click Done. To proceed to the next question, you select, let's say, check boxes. And the next question would be, which of the following are consonants? Let's say the first option would be A, followed by B, C, D, and E. Let's click Done. Let's proceed to the next item, which is choose from a list, basically a drop down menu. And let's say the next question is, which of the following is a vowel? First option would be A, followed by B, C, D, and F. Let's click Done. So we have 3 items, 1, 2, and 3. And then if you want the respondents to edit their answers later on, you put a check. But if this is a quiz and you don't want them to change their answers afterwards, you don't put a check there. So automatically whatever you do here is saved as indicated here. Okay, now if you want to see how it looks like, you click View Live Form. There. So let's say the answer here is 3, and the following are consonants B, C, and D. Let's answer everything correctly, and in this case it's A. Users have the option to send a copy of their responses to their email, of course. Click submit, and it has been submitted. Let's close this. Let's go back to the form. If you want to view the responses, everything is collected in a separate file. So as you can see, that's the timestamp, that's the username, this is the first question and the response, second question, second response, third question, that's the third response. If you look at your drive, you will see the file here. Say this is sample quiz. There it is, sample quiz, and the responses. I have several sample quizzes. So going back, the next thing to do is to share uh, the form. So if we click send form, you might want to get a short URL, and you can just publish this somewhere, send it to email, or post it online or on a website, and then ask people to click the link so they can access the survey. Now let us say that this file has several responses. The next thing to do is to put a script so that we can actually check if the items that were entered are correct. So you basically click file and click download as Excel. So let's save and then open, and we should see the file. Okay, so we only have one record here. I actually have another file here that has been populated earlier, and we'll make changes here. So basically same set of questions. We'll change the width of the columns, and let us say that the next columns will be for the results of the checking or of the comparison. So this is for item number 1, 2, and 3. And this is for total. And then we have to have a row that will contain the answer key. So I'll insert a blank row there. Maybe move this down there. Okay. And then I'll put the answer key here on this row, and the answer key for this item will be 3. You can just type in the answer key, but since we answered the items correctly, you can just copy and paste it here. So this 3 cells contains the correct answers. So what we will do next is to compare each values against the contents of these cells. We'll start with putting a formula. We'll use the function if. We'll start with typing equal, and maybe let's make this bigger. Wait. Okay, so I'll put here equal followed by if, open parenthesis, and then select this cell, points to C2, cell C2. If cell C2 or the value contained in cell C2 is equal to the value stored in cell C3, then the value of the current cell, which is F3, will be 1. Otherwise, if they're not equal, you just put 0. Okay? So, there. So, the value is 1. So, if I put here a different value, here, I'll put 1. This should change to 0 because 3 and, and 1, if I would put 1, no, are not equal. Oh, yeah. See? Okay, so I'll change it back to 3, which is the original answer. Then it becomes 1. So again, so that's the formula. If C2 is equal to C3, referring to the cells, then you put 1 in this cell. Otherwise, you put 0. You can just copy. Okay, copy. And paste. Automatically, the formula will be copied to every cell. However, we have a problem. Please take note that the reference should be C2. We copy the formula from this cell to the other cells, but if we will look at the other cells, the value has changed to C3. Now, to prevent that from happening, we have to make sure that uh, the formula will only refer to a specific cell. So you put there $C $2. Enter, of course. Again, with we'll copy and paste. And if we will look at the formula, it should not change. See, it will always refer to C2. And then we'll just do the same thing for the other columns. Maybe we'll just copy here and paste, and then make changes here. Of course, the reference should be D2. That's our answer key, D2. So let's just edit, make this D, and for the next one it should be E. We'll just copy and move down and paste. Okay, let's inspect the formula. So take note, all D, and for this column it should refer to column E, E2. And to get the total, you just use the sum function. So sum from here to here, that's from F3 to H3. Close it and then press enter. So a total of 3. We can just copy and paste. So there you go. So that's how you put the script to automatically compute for or check for correct answers. And don't forget to save. And thank you.